Look, I probably thought, what did I take this mess on for, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, look, there are issues that are now gone, really. I think the club's recovered from all the problems we had when I first got the job. The board's settled, and we've got some fantastic players in from the players that left. I think the club's in really good hands for the long-term future. I think the list is in good shape. I think our midfield's pretty strong. It's of a good age bracket, sort of between that 23, 25 age bracket. The bookends are either a bit ageing or, a bit too young. So we're sort of, over the next few years we'll be fixing up that part of the ground to make sure that balance is out. But all in all, it's a competitive list. Whether we've got the premiership list right at the moment, it's where the big question marks are. That might take some time, but I still think it's a competitive list. I mean, a lot of the stuff from last season, obviously, I wasn't around, I wasn't privy to, but I mean, we've put a lot of steps in place to help with player retention, not just in off-field stuff, but also adding more coaches to the roster to give players the on-field coaching they need. But yeah, the club's very much addressed those issues. I mean, some players left for all sorts of reasons. Some wanted to go home back to their families, and that's hard to fix. I mean, that happens with every club, players wanting to go home to their families, but there were a couple there that weren't happy with the club, and they're the things we've got to look at and honestly assess ourselves and try and fix.
By Rotliff off the crumb, Leuenberger got rid of Cox. How will big Leuenberger go? Leuenberger!
I think Louis' main strength's in the ruck. He will play moments forward, but his biggest strengths are in the ruck. I mean, Louis' been at the club for 7 years now, and he's coming to his best football. So hopefully the next 4 or 5 seasons for him, he can stay fit and healthy and give us that sort of ruck dominance we need. And the way our midfield's starting to thicken up with the inclusion of James Aish in there as well, and Sammy Mays in his second year, what tends to happen is those players tend to push out a bit wider, whether they be half forward or half back. So Pierce Hanley's obviously a good distributor of the ball, Daniel Ridge. So we've got a few guys there that we can utilise in those positions.
Wire in the ruck for the Lions. Here's Daniel Ridge has kicked 2. He's going for another low 3 iron. Oh, he's got 3. He can kick it from anywhere.
A terrific pre-season. Daniel is a very resilient character, body resilient-wise. He's been terrific. His running has increased, which is really important for Daniel. He came into the draft as a I guess you'd say average endurance, but he stepped it up a little bit in the summer just gone. So that's a encouraging start for the club. I think where Lee's biggest strength's going to lie is for the whole of club, not just for myself, but the board, the supporters, understanding, making the board understand how I guess the football club operates, and I guess deciphering the messages to them. I think it's really important to have a football person on the board, and we've got that now, and Lee will be terrific for that. There's a basic formula for age and experience analysis out there that can tell you what premiership teams make up and what finals teams make up. We're probably a little bit south of that just on numbers. That doesn't mean it's an excuse for not winning or being competitive, but you have to be mature to play finals footy. It's just the way that it has, and some lists are thereabouts now and some aren't. So we're just a little bit south of that at the moment, but over the next 3 years we're hoping to obviously build that. We'll lose a bit of experience in the next 3 years with Brown and will Daniel Merritt hang on, and Joel Patfull and Jed Adcock. They're the uncertainties. Ash McGrath with our list, so that'll be experience lost over the next 3 years that we have to build in as well. So as I mentioned before, there is a balancing act that'll be played with our lists over the next 3 years to make sure that we remain competitive, but then also, as you mentioned, push for that top 4.